Hi, everybody. Welcome and welcome back. My name is Kimiko Sumi, and this evening I'm here to do a video about movies and TV shows and things that I used to like to watch before I realized that I was a targeted individual or being gang stalked or different things like that. Now, me, I like all types of stuff. I love all types of genres of music, all types of genres of books, all types of genres of movies and TV shows and stuff like that, as long as it's good. It doesn't matter what the race of the characters are or whatever, as long as it's a good storyline or plot. So I've been thinking back, it's hard for me to watch horror movies anymore. I can't watch those. I cannot watch. I can't even really watch movies anyway because I'm always thinking that they're talking to me or making little insults, and I'm pretty sure it probably is true, but it's like movies and TV shows and different things like that, they trigger me. The only thing that really don't trigger me is music. It doesn't it or it triggers me very, it's least likely less likely to trigger me. Music is really the only thing that doesn't trigger me anymore. But movies and TV shows and different things like that actually triggers me. But one thing I cannot watch at all now are horror movies and scary movies. And I honestly don't even see the point of making that anymore. I'm thinking that that's kind of weird and creepy. Like, why would somebody want to be scared? Why would somebody want to watch a movie or something to be afraid? Why? I understand adrenaline rush and just thought provocation, thought provoking. Okay, but it's scary. I can't sit there. I can't watch no scary movie. I don't want to go see no scary movie. I don't even want to watch it for free on YouTube. I just don't. Even movies that I used to watch in the past, I can't sit there and watch that shit no more. I get scared, especially in a dark house or like when it's dark outside and alone in my home. I ain't finna do that. I'm the type of person, I know that I'm in the dark right now and I'm just talking on this video. It's only because I'm not dressed up because I like to be dressed up when I get on camera. If I really want to speak on video, I don't like to be dressed down on camera. So right now, I'm kind of just kind of, in my comforting clothes, put my pajamas and sleep clothes, whatever, but nothing special. But I'm just saying, movies, horror movies and stuff like that. Even like the Twilight Zone and Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Those were some of my favorite. Those were two of my favorite shows. Even though they were from like the 50s and back in the day and stuff. I can't watch that shit no more. Like, I know pretty much every episode of the Twilight Zone. I think I've seen every episode of the Twilight Zone. And Alfred Hitchcock Presents, I really love that show too, but I don't think I've seen every episode of that show is the way that I know that I probably more than likely seen of the Twilight Zone. But either one of them shows, I can't watch that no more. I can't watch that no more. Horror movies, I cannot watch that. I get scared. I get very afraid of that. Because you know what? I feel like this shit can actually be a reality. And that's not something that I'm able to face right now. I'm not able to face that, even though I've been through a damn nightmare for years. I don't want that to intensify my fear of this fucking world almost. Okay. So, I like to watch light-hearted things mainly on YouTube and social media. I don't really watch movies that much. Like going to see Michael, that was the first time I went to a movie theater since I was 29 years old. And I actually went to the movie theater on a date, but that's not important. But I didn't like that movie. It was some type of Fantastic Four type of crap. It was boring. But I hadn't been to a movie theater since then. But I don't know. I can only watch lighthearted stuff like Michael Jackson's movies, when people become triumphant and it's a happy ending. I don't like movies like that. I don't want to watch them Jeepers Creepers type of movies. That should be scaring me too much. I used to could watch it, but I would still get scared. I would be the type that would really think deeply about the movie, and I would make it, in my mind, it would probably be more sinister than other people because I think very deeply about things. I'm always in thought. That's why a lot of people be like, oh damn, you look mad, you look serious, you look like you mad as hell, and da 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 da. Yeah, there are times where I am mad. I actually do be mad a lot of the time or whatever, but a lot of it mostly is just me just thinking and being deep in thought. And I'm like, I can't sit there and watch them movies no more like that. With my third eye open and knowing what type of reality that I'm actually living in, that's just too much. That's too much too much of a trigger for me to sit there and watch a scary movie. I don't even know why anybody would want to watch a scary movie anyway. Just like an amusement park. Why did people love amusement parks? Why do people want to be afraid? This adrenaline rush. Why do we need to be afraid? Who invented this theory that we need to be afraid to have a good time? Who the fuck wants to go in a haunted house? And that's another thing too. Y'all better be careful about them haunted house around Halloween, because some of the people don't even be working there. And if they do, they might still be trying to, try to act like it was just a part of the, you might think that it's just a part of the damn haunted house, and come to find out it's just somebody that just want to harm somebody. So be very careful with that too during Halloween. But me, I don't even really, Halloween for me, it's like dressing up and stuff, but I don't really go nowhere. I don't go anywhere at night, period. But on Halloween, it's just mainly for inside the house. But that's another topic. But back to the topic at hand. There's a lot of TV shows that I cannot just watch, even if it's not horror movie. I can't sit there and watch Love and Hip Hop no more. I can't even really sit there and watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I honestly feel like they be throwing shade at me. I really do. I think people do this all day long. Like, I think that these I don't know if they're spirits. I'm not gonna say that they're spirits, but the TV talks to me. Like, people talk. I be like, what, huh? What? Hold up. Let me rewind this, because I know they didn't just say what I thought they just said. Then I rewind it and they didn't say that, or it'll sound similar to what I thought they said. And I'm like, dang, I need to get my ears checked or something. I go back to that, but then it's like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, it's almost like I don't want to also watch like Real Housewives of Atlanta and Love and Hip Hop and the Basketball Wives and stuff like that no more, because I don't want to be disappointed. And it's not because of the typical reason. It's not because of them per se fighting or anything like that. It's like, I don't want to accept reality that maybe there's something going on that I don't fully want to know right now. Like, I can't sit with that reality right now. I would rather kind of be, because ignorance can be bliss too. It can be bliss. But I'm woke enough to deal with most things, like the harsh realities of life and stuff, the things that I've been through in the past 10 years. It has helped me to really stay you know, um, in a woke, like uh disposition, like to be awake. It has kept me woke. Like, reality, my third eye, it's like it helps me accept reality, but I'm still in denial about like TV and just people in my, it's like almost like that everybody is just connected. I know everybody's connected anyway, but it's almost like there's something about it where I'm not being told the truth. I'm guarded from the truth. Like, everybody knows the truth except me. And people are very good at hiding the truth. Like, this is a truth but it seems like that everybody, whether they're rich or poor, like, they're all in on this together with me. This is how I feel, but it could all be in my head. I can be wrong about stuff. Like, I'm wrong about a lot of stuff. I am. But it's just weird. But anyway, I can't not watch horror movies anymore. I can't watch that shit no more. I can't watch The Twilight Zone no more. I can't watch Alfred Hitchcock Presents no more, especially not alone with the lights off in the dark at night. I can't watch that shit. Okay? Like I said, I like to watch humorous, lighthearted movies, overcoming, adversity type of movies, like Michael Jackson's movies, and things of the light. I like to listen to good upbeat songs. I don't like to listen to sad songs anymore. I don't like that. It depresses me. Even if it might not necessarily be a sad song, but it just sounds sad. There are songs that just sound sad. You be like, oh, this is a good song. Yeah, it sounds good, but it's making me depressed. Okay, so I only listen to up tempo, songs, music that's of high vibration and like actually sound good. I don't listen to too many. I don't listen to heartbreak songs. I don't listen to that type of shit. And it's not because I'm dealing with one. It's just that I don't want to. I just don't want. It's just. It might be a good song, okay. And sometimes I do get in the mood to want to listen to the bad songs, but not the bad songs, but the sad songs about heartbreak and stuff. But I really be trying to listen to like light music of the light, like kind of like India Ari, kind of like just different artists like Beyonce, of course, Michael Jackson, Rihanna, but the more upbeat ones, like that she made, kind of like Rude Boy and stuff like that. Even though I don't, I don't have to act that out. You don't have to act out music. That's another thing. You don't have to, just because you listen to some music or whatever, doesn't mean you have to, just because you listen to music, you like an artist and you like their videos, doesn't mean that you have to act it out. You can still completely be yourself, but still enjoy that music for what it is. Okay. And I don't think that people can blame music for why their child acts the way that they do, or why a person acts the way. You cannot blame music and artists for why somebody turns out to be who they are, because they tried to do this shit back in the day with NWA. They wasn't to blame. That's a personal choice. People can, that's another thing, I'm going into something else, but people can separate music from their own life. Okay, I can separate my love of certain songs from my reality. I don't have to act on that. I love Lil' Kim, but I don't act on her music. I love Foxy Brown. I don't act on her music. I don't, the things that they talked about, I leave it as that. Oh, that song is good. Oh, that sounds good. I'll be singing to it, but I don't be trying to live that life. I'm not trying to live that. I'm not trying to live out what they do. That's on them. And I don't, I'm not judging nobody, because I still love the music, but you don't have to act out what entertainers do. Even though a lot of the stuff that they do is cool, it is cool. But you don't have to act out every single thing. You might could take bits and pieces. You can take their whole swag if you want to. That's up to you. But to me, I mean, I kind of would love to take bits and pieces of their style, but I ultimately have my own style. I'm not finna just go and I pick and choose what I want to take, because I take bits and pieces from all types of people. I bite off of people on YouTube. I bite off of people in everyday life. If it sounds good, if it looks good, sounds good, and it's of high vibration, I'm gonna use it. But I don't have to. I can take and leave certain things about artists and musicians and movies and TV shows. I can leave it right there. Now, can I act out certain things? Yeah, I can. I can become certain characters, a lot of characters, because, in my family, my mother was an actress, you know what I'm saying? So she was an actress in Los Angeles. So my mother, she's taught me how to be kind of like a artistic person, a expressive person, somebody that likes to be, to do improvs and stuff like that. Like my mother has taught me how to kind of, embody certain people and stuff like that, and embody different characters. But I still know how to leave other people's, like artists and entertainers, like music and art. I know how to leave that, but I can still appreciate it, but that doesn't mean that I have to act like them. And I think that's a problem with a lot of people. They try to act out what they see celebrities do, but they don't want to just, like I said, you can take on whatever you want to take from them. You can take on their characteristics, but I would just warn to be careful. Make sure you understand, like what's, just what exactly you're doing, because a lot of them celebrities too, another thing too, they don't even be living the way when they be talking about stuff in their music and stuff. They don't even be living that way. And Wendy Williams pointed out something really interesting about Lil' Kim that that I was enlightened about years ago. She was like, "Have you noticed that Lil' Kim be talking about that stuff in her music, but you never really see her too much with a lot of men, and you never really see her act out any of that stuff. She just be singing about it." The same thing they say about Ice Cube. They say Ice Cube didn't even grow up in the hood, but they kind of give them an image, and they do that to a lot of celebrities and stuff like that. And people probably don't even be living that way. Okay, they probably don't even act that. That might just be, a character that they're embodying or something like that. Just to, you know, uh, you know, bring, what is it called, like fans into, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have to act out, people's characters and artists' behaviors and stuff. Enjoy the music, and if you, like I said, if you want to take on their personality or their persona, go ahead. I can't tell you what to do. But, and I'm going into something else. I did talk about horror movies, but I'm kind of just all over the place talking about, the entertainment industry, period. Like, I love celebrities. I know that sounds naive for somebody to be almost 40 years old, but I love them. I do. I love celebrities more than I love the average person walking around. You know what I'm saying? But for the way, like, just their music, their artistry, you know what I'm saying? That has helped me throughout the years to, overcome a lot of like challenges, like with people. With It's like an escape. And the internet for me, social media, I don't want to get rid of social media. I don't have a negative view about social media or like the internet, because it has helped me to cope with my actual like reality offline, okay? Which is where most people have been very abusive to me psychologically. And it's an escape. It's an escape. Only comfort that I really can get from the world outside of the internet in any way is my mother. Okay? Now, me and her, we have our issues and stuff, but that's really the only comfort zone that I have, as it should be. You should have your mother on your team. Even though nobody's mother daughter relationship or parent relationship is the best, but I mean, generally, my mother has always had my back more than anybody else. I could always go and cry to her. She would always console me or whatnot. So, everyday life outside of my mother, I only could really go to entertainers, the industry, the music industry, TV shows, movies, and stuff, to get me to cope with life, because it's been hard. I've been dealing with a lot of demons, portraying themselves as people. Okay, and they might be actors too. And I'm kind of like, that's why I be like, it seems like they like y'all are all connected. I don't know, but it just seems like the people offline. Yeah, they might. I don't know. It's just weird. It's really strange, because the people offline just seem so much more wicked, and everyday life people just seem so much more wicked to me than celebrities. Maybe because they've gotten me out of a dark place. Celebrity, that's why I will always appreciate them for what they've done to me, even if they may not be the best person in real life, in their everyday private life. The artistry that they put out there for me, like their actual like art, that has helped me keep going, because people in the mental health field, those are some very abusive, racist, evil ass people, regardless of race. They ain't shit. And I take the medication. I take medication. Yeah, of course I got a psychiatrist, but I take the medication and that's it. I don't try to reach out to them like that no more. I don't. I refuse to go in a mental hospital. I refuse to go anywhere near them. My doctor's visits are on the phone. They're virtual, okay? I don't even want to I don't even really like the medical industry, period. I don't even like going to the hospital. I used to go to the hospital all the time. I don't know, just because I'm just a health nut, I like to, I just like to know about stuff. Like, I go to the hospital for any little small reason just to be there. Well, in the past, but I won't go there no more unless I absolutely have to, and I'm doing whatever I can to not. Because those people, in the mental health field, the health field, period, I don't trust them. I'm scared of them. especially in the mental health field, I'm scared of them. Okay. So for me, this an escape route is like Hollywood, celebrities, entertainers. Cause and other than my mother, I have my mother. Once again, I have my mother, and I have Hollywood entertainers and people online, vloggers and stuff like that, who I know are everyday people too. But I usually just kind of, I'm getting like really, I just don't want to bond with the average person no more. I give them no chances. I give them no opportunities. Why? Because they do the exact same thing every time. They gaslight me. They play mind games. They breadcrumb me. They set me up. They try to sabotage me. They do all this stuff. They sneak this. They shade. I'm tired of that shit. I'm sick of that shit. They bring no value in everyday life but drama. I'm talking about, I know that, like I said, I know that celebrities and entertainers, they may not be the best person. They may not be the best people in reality, in their everyday life, but they bring something to the table. They offer something to this world to help other people keep going. That's why they're celebrities. And that's the root word, the word that celebrity comes from is celebrate. And that's why they're celebrated, because they help people feel at ease and cope with their music and their artistry, even though it's been hard for me to look at movies and TV shows like I used to, because I have paranoid schizophrenia. So I hear, and that's a big thing for people with paranoid schizophrenia. We hear voices through the TV. It's like they're talking to me. I don't know if it's real or fake, but I'm just going to assume that my mind is just playing tricks on me with that. I'm just going to assume. But generally, the entertainment industry has helped me cope with what my reality offline, with a very abusive people with no talent, or they're just like everybody else. They do the same stuff. They do the same boring going out to clubs. They do the same boring going to see concerts and shit like that, trying to be cool, listening. Different things like that. They do. I don't want going out to eat with each other to these different places, pretending like they got all this money and stuff like that, flaunting, and I don't care nothing about what they have. I don't. It's not mine, so I don't care. Just like with anybody else. But they don't have anything as a person. The people offline, the reason why I won't fuck with them no more, really, because they offer nothing but abuse. They don't have no other alternatives to their personality. It's nothing. It's the exact same personality, just a different face. Or sometimes just a slightly different face. Okay? But they come with the same bullshit. No talent, boring, rude, intrusive, okay? Violent, aggressive, annoying. They do the same shit. They offer no value. The average person in my offline that I walk, that's why I do not speak to them no more. I will not talk to them. I have cut this whole world offline. And I know that celebrities walk around, they're offline too, yeah. But you know what? I'll tell you one goddamn thing. Even if they are the people online, which they are, duh. Like I'm not in denial, but the people that are online that are just, which are celebrities, and everybody's offline. Everybody gonna be offline. Everybody's offline right now. Always gonna be offline. Even if they're on their phone, they're still offline. But I will say that, like, even vloggers and stuff, even though I don't really trust people online either, they have something to offer. And plus they're behind a phone. That's why I'm more able to communicate with people online and better and more, extroverted online, because y'all are behind a phone. That's really the truth. Y'all, people are behind a phone, and I like people better behind a phone. Maybe they do have a good, a funny personality, but I'm too afraid to trust them. And it just seems like it's just the exact same thing. They offer nothing of any difference. They do the same thing. It's the same games, the same trying to, microaggressions, the same manipulative, people, just the exact same fucking thing. And I do not give them a chance no more offline. I don't even talk to these people unless I have to handle business with them. And I use my prayer to sometimes to just make it quick. because I do not want to talk to these people offline. No, unless I have to. And I don't even want to talk to them then. It's only because I have to. But anyway, like I said, I don't watch like, horror movies anymore. I don't watch things that, make me afraid of like reality too much. Like I'm not afraid of reality, but that's something that I'm like, nah. Cause I feel like that embrace like watching that type of stuff, I don't want to I feel like that can manifest itself into reality. That's why I'm careful with what I watch too and listen to. Okay. Because that can have an effect on your psyche. That can, different things like that. But like I said, you don't have to act on what you see in the movies or listen to the music or like entertainers and stuff. You don't have to reenact with their life. You don't have to swagger jack and do all that stuff just to like their artistry. You don't have to be like them. You can be your own self and still enjoy their work. A lot of people want to just be famous offline, and they just end up being an exact duplicate too. And it's really corny. It's very corny because I'm like, I just don't even, I don't know. But all I see is just games being played. It's just a bunch of, especially here in Dallas, because this is a very violent, like kind of very wicked city. It's a lot of crime here. There's a lot of crime here. This show was on the first, this city was on the first 48 continuously, nonstop. I don't think they even film anywhere else except for Dallas. I don't know if it's still on, but that's what it was. It was in Dallas. Dallas has a high crime rate. So it's not even like I'm just saying, kind of speaking outside of my neck or whatever about them, because a lot of these people here, they're not very nice. They're not really nice. But then people around the world ain't very nice. It is up to just the individual how you operate with people. But I'm just saying, I don't really associate with. I'm more so into online, period, because people are behind the phone regardless if they're offline or online, regardless if they have talent or not. I prefer to see people at a safe distance from me, and that's usually behind my phone. I enjoy people from behind my phone. It's not that I'm scared of people or afraid of confrontation. It's more so I ain't got time for people's drama. I don't have time to be trying to figure out what type of person somebody is anymore. I don't have time because I don't have the I just don't have it in me to try to figure out, because I've just summed it up to they just all the same way. Anybody that I encounter offline, they're gonna be full of shit. 1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 2 = 4, ABC 1 2 3. If they've all done it before that person, you think this next person gonna change? They're gonna be exactly the same way the last person was. The other people, and they do the exact same thing. That's why I've given up on them offline. Offline, like you might be online, but people are online that are offline, but they're behind the fucking phone. I'm not communicating with these people offline no more unless I have to. And this is to protect me. This is to protect Kimiko's sanity and peace and my serenity, to center myself and not have all these different opinions in my head all at once and stuff like that. That's another thing too. I don't really look at a lot of people's videos like I used to either. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it real. The most I really do, not only that I do not watch movies like I used to, especially not horror movies, but I do not keep up with vloggers and people that I used to no more. I don't watch I don't watch that anymore. The most, like I said, I would do earlier in this video, I'll listen to music, but I'm not going to act the things out. Even if I might listen to Lil Kim, Rihanna, anybody, it doesn't matter what genre they're in. I'm not going to act out unless it's something that's really nice or something that I feel like is really, profound about them. If it's something of high, just something that I like, and it's good and it's high vibrational, I'll bite off of them a little bit on that. But I'm not gonna just swagger jack somebody's whole personality because I like them as an artist or I like their music. I can separate the artist, the artistry from, who I am as a person. I don't have to act out their life and stuff like that. I can listen to their music and still be myself. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And I know I'm going on I'm doing a this is a longer video than I usually do. I think this is probably gonna be the longest video of me just talking and stuff, because I just have a lot of stuff on my mind right now, and I know it's a lot of stuff. It doesn't make sense, and once again, I do have paranoid schizophrenia, and it's hard to, articulate myself a lot of the time and make sense. I understand that. I understand, but be patient with me, please. Just kind of be patient with me. If you have a heart, you know what I'm saying. But I been living in my own bubble. And I know they say an idle mind is the devil's playground, but I know that everybody offline and anybody that I try to connect with, they do the exact same thing. So, doing the same thing over and over again, which would be me, giving people the benefit of the doubt, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That's insanity. I am insane, but I'm not that motherfucking crazy to keep doing something over and over again and expecting somebody to be different. They do the exact same thing. It might not be, you know, exactly what that person did, but it's similar. It's very similar. It's something. It's always sinister. It's always a plan, a blockage, or a manipulative act, or some type of coercion that they want, some type of setup. I do not trust people anyway, offline or online. I don't. But one thing about online, reason why I love online so much, I can enjoy people from a safe distance behind my damn phone. I don't have to interact with. That's why I don't have a problem with social media. I don't. I don't have to worry about. I could block people on social media. I wish I could block people offline. That would be so cool. And it's possible. It actually is possible. If teleporting and time traveling is possible, blocking somebody, it's just a concept anyway. Life is a concept. Another thing too, this is beside the point. This is like another point that has nothing to do really with this video, like the actual main video. But money can grow on trees. The impossible can be possible. Everything is a concept. This is not how. I mean, this is all. I mean, this is it's an illusion that money can't grow on trees and certain shit can't happen. Cartoons can walk amongst us. Anything is possible. Okay, so basically, where was I trying to? Because I'm all over the place. My train of thought is like all over the place because I have like it's like I hear a lot of voices at one time, y'all. It's very hard to stay on topic and stuff like that. I understand. Be patient with me, please. But I'm just saying. I'm just kind of just rambling. It's about different topics. The main topic is about me not being able to watch horror movies like I used to because I'm too afraid to watch them, especially in the dark. At night alone. I can't do that no more. I would not go to a horror movie. I would never pay money to go to see a horror movie. I wouldn't even really want to watch it for free either. Out of just sheer fear, complete fear. Okay? I'm going to be honest. I'm not a coward, but there are some realities that I just don't want to face. I just don't want to I don't want to just sit and think about it afterwards too much. I just don't. And I know how I am. I'm a deep thinker and I can really think about stuff. And it can really scare me. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to be watching no horror movies and stuff. Only things of the light, things of high vibrations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm not always high vibrational and I can be gloomy and dark. And people have even said that I can be creepy and da-da-da-da-da, but whatever. I don't have no major secrets in my damn closet. I know that much. I don't have nothing to hide. It's just that if I am hiding things from people, it's only to protect me for safety reasons and stuff like that. That's why I be more vague. I'm not really just trying to hide it to just be secretive. It's more so I'm trying to protect myself from harm. Okay, I'm trying to protect my family from harm. It's not because I don't want nobody to know, my secrets, because I don't have deep, dark secrets anyway. I don't really have no deep, dark secrets, to be honest. But it's just certain things that I don't want people to know, because I don't want nobody to be tracking me, and I don't want nobody stalking me and stuff like that. It's mainly that. It's like I want to be vague. Okay, I gotta be vague. I used to be way more like honest and told too much of my business, and that's how people were able to stalk me in real life, because my dumb ass put out my location and stuff like that. Like, don't ever do that. That's when I was like 26, 27. But nah, I was being a little too real, a little too honest. It was nothing sinister or mean, but I was being a little too cathartic and too open with the world, and I didn't realize just how vicious this world actually can be, and dangerous. Don't put your location out there. Don't. And maybe check your phone every now and then, them settings, and make sure that location is turned off. Okay. So basically, I'm just doing random discussion, random topics or whatever, different topics. But like I said, the main point of this video is about me not wanting to watch horror movies, or even any shows that I used to really enjoy, because I don't, almost ignorance is almost like bliss. Because I hear like subliminals and shit like that, or things that I feel like that. I almost feel like I really do feel like the TV be talking to me, and like the phone people be sending me messages, but I can't prove it. I can't prove it, but something tells me that I'm actually right about a lot of this stuff. But I don't know. I've been trying to figure this world out even more in the last 2 years. Like, damn. And when I talk about my childhood and the past and stuff, I don't want to go back there. I never want to relive my childhood at all. I don't. It's just to try to understand, why did certain things happen to me? Why did it happen like that? How did I get here? I'm going back to the past because I'm trying to understand, how did I get here? What went wrong? What could I have done different? How did I get here? I will never and honestly, to be honest, I never, ever, ever, ever want to go and redo my life. No. I would never want to do that. I would never want to have to redo my life. No. I would never, ever, I do not want to redo my life. I'm glad most of these things happened the way it did. Okay? I get angry because certain things might have happened, but I'm glad that I'm at this point. Even though I'm not nowhere close to where I want to be at in life, I'm still glad. I'm still happy about the experiences and what this world has really taught me over the past 10 to 12 years about people, and how conditional they are, how unconditional, how ruthless, how cruel, how mean, okay, disrespectful, and just how much I don't even ever. I have learned that Kimiko is not really that fond of people. I'm not going to say I hate people, but it's more so like the way they act. It's not that I don't like them just for being them. It's the way that they act. And they may not like me because the way I act. I don't give a damn, though. I really don't care. I'm okay alone. I really am. It's nice to have people to talk to every now and then. I'm not going to lie, even offline. But generally, I'm like in Kimiko's world, Kimiko's mind, Kimiko's bubble. Okay? And I'm not allowing nobody to disrupt my peace. I'm protecting my peace like no other. Like no other. And that's one reason why I will not really watch the new television shows and different things like that, because sometimes ignorance is bliss. Sometimes you just shouldn't even know about stuff. You should just be able to just go on. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be aware or you should be in denial, but sometimes ignorance can just be bliss about certain things. I don't give a fuck about what people got to say behind my back either. That's another thing. I don't care. And that ties into ignorance being bliss. I do not give a fuck about what they said. And even if somebody were able to even tell me to my face, I still wouldn't give a fuck. You know why? Because I know that person is probably just salty because I don't want to talk to their ass. And I know that's what it is. Or it's somebody that I just do not give a fuck about their opinion. So it's like, if somebody try to tell me, if they can even make it in my face to tell me that somebody said something about me, I wouldn't even ask, why would they tell you? Because I don't expect them to I don't even expect the person telling me to even have my to even be on my team anyway. I don't even care. I don't even care. Save it. Save it. If they told you something about me, save it. Save it. And even if you are able to tell me to my face, which is not likely, and I don't really want to hear it, but if you do manage to say it to my face, I'm just gonna shrug it off because I don't give a damn. People have been saying a lot of stuff about me all my life. There's too much. There's not too many things that I haven't heard. Okay, it's just said in a different way, and it's overdone. It's overkill, and to the point where it's just annoying and not insulting. Okay, it's not insulting anymore. It's lost its effect, like watered down, anything. It's like it's watered down. It's kind of like almost like fucking skim milk or something like that. Like, don't nobody give a damn. Don't nobody want that shit. It's watered down. That ain't even, it's not even hitting the same as the whole. As it's not even hitting the same the way it did at first. It's just not. There's not too many ways you can say the same shit without just sounding annoying. Okay, so basically, damn, I've been talking for like almost 41 minutes. Damn. This is basically what I do in my own spare time. I just talk to myself. I just talk out loud. I go within. I'm gonna start actually writing down my gratitude. I'm gonna start trying to keep a gratitude journal and an appreciation journal to write down what I'm appreciative of and grateful for, because I have a lot to be grateful for. I do. Sometimes I feel like I'm just being so ungrateful, and well, that's just I just feel like I'm being very ungrateful. Kind of like when Peppermint Patty on the Peanuts back in the day. I think it was that Thanksgiving episode where she was just so ungrateful, and I feel so bad for the other Peanuts and stuff. That's how I feel with people. I know I'm a grown ass woman, that's back in the past, but still I can relate that to myself as an adult and period in my life. Stop being ungrateful. That's what I tell myself. That's what I have to tell myself. Stop being ungrateful. Be appreciative. Be grateful. You know what I'm saying? For what you have. It might not be all that you want. You might not have all that you want. Be appreciative of what you have going for you. It may not be a lot to a lot of people, but it's something to me. It might not be too much of an accomplishment to other people, but to me it is, because my life has taken a lot of turns in bad directions, mostly bad directions. And I'm not even here to, trying to have nobody feel sorry for me, because I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. Distance is better than somebody feeling sorry for me, or even apology. Distance is welcome. Apology, I don't need an apology. I don't want an apology. I don't need that. Feeling sorry for me, I don't need that either. Distance from my enemies. People, if any of my enemies got any bit of heart, they would just keep at a distance. Don't worry about no apology. Don't worry about none of that. Just stay at a safe distance away from me. That's all I ask. Respect my wishes and just don't ever try to communicate with me again. This is if you're listening, because I know a lot of y'all do. I know y'all will try to fake the funk like y'all don't, but y'all be listening to me. Y'all do, my enemies, okay? And you laugh and you have a ball and stuff like that, and have a ball at my expense, okay? But not with my money. You might be able to laugh at my tears, but you ain't getting in my pockets. No, that's another thing. I will have to note that, because I don't want an apology from y'all. I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I just want you to leave me alone. Honestly, that's what I want from my enemies. Just go away. Don't ever reach out to me again. Don't try to communicate with me. Don't ask about me, nothing. And no, you can't have my phone number. No. No. So, you know what, basically this has just been a video that's all over the place, and I'm gonna cut it, I'm gonna cut it off. It's been a long video. This is one of the longest videos I've ever made. Actually, this is the longest video I've ever made, but I just had a lot on my mind. But anyway, y'all, I was just being cathartic and, just speaking what's on my mind, random thoughts as the schizophrenic that I am. But if you like this video, please hit like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you like. And I will see y'all in another video, my lotus flowers. And for my upcoming lotus flowers, if you come to my channel and want to subscribe, welcome to my channel. And I will see y'all in another one. Peace. I'm out. Bye-bye.